I'm sitting here with the one and only Connor Franta.
Me.
How's it going?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. So we're at InTour, and you just did a Q&A, which was pretty easy, you just said, right?
Just a Q&A, you know. I'm always shooting big.
But in front of a lot of screaming, deafening fans.
It's fun.
Right?
It's fun. I enjoy it because it's like more intimate, I'd say, just because they get to learn more about me.
So, I mean, is it a different feeling when you actually get to meet the fans in person versus like, because you're talking to them every day on YouTube and Vine, and now you're actually seeing them. So what's that like?
It puts a face with the view and a face with the Twitter name, and that makes it that much more personal.
Do you like?
They get to see my face. I don't get to see them, so.
That's true.
Yeah.
And then do you like recognize certain people, or like do you have like fans that are actually friends now?
Oh yeah, I'll like people. I wish everyone had to wear a name tag with their Twitter name because I would recognize so.
That's a good idea, actually.
Come to me for the ideas, people. I have them. No, I would recognize so many names. So I love when people tell me their Twitter name.
And it was just your birthday. Happy belated birthday.
Thank you.
Did you do anything fun? I'm sure you had to have done.
I just danced around my house to Taylor Swift's 22 all day. No, I had breakfast with like friends, and I went to a movie and had dinner with friends, stuff like that. Just simple stuff. I don't like to go all out. I like to just chill with friends. Just chill with friends.
You just moved into a new apartment, right?
Did.
I heard through the grapevine that your living room looks like Urban Outfitters.
Who said that?
I'm not gonna say. So,
give me your sources. I mean, actually, no, I don't think any of this stuff is from Urban. It's all from like random.
Or maybe it just looks like it.
I went to a flea market the other day and I bought some cool stuff. I'm gonna say that.
You're into like designing, interior decorating.
Oh yeah, actually, design is like my favorite thing. I love design. Obsessed. Photoshop especially, but like.
What's your style?
The name they gave my apartment, because I had people do it for me, because I just like unfortunately do not have the time to go out and like, they called it. It was like Urban Man, and I'm like.
Maybe that's where I got confused. Like, Urban Outfitters, Urban Man.
Yeah, it was something like that, or even like sophisticated. I'm like, okay, let's all calm down here. It's furniture. It's my apartment. I love it. I feel at home.
Awesome. And then for your birthday, you did something. You're doing this charity, right? Which is really cool.
And it's taken off. It's at like $70,000 in like a day.
No way.
Yeah. At my $120,000 goal. So that's in a month. So it's for the Thirst Project, and the Thirst Project is an organization that builds wells in Swaziland, Africa, which is a country with a population of only 1.4 million, so it's not a large country. And the cool part about them is that their goal is to give the entire country clean, safe drinking water. So that's pretty cool, and I don't think I've ever heard of an organization trying to do such a thing in like this decade. Like very soon they're trying to do it. So I felt very passionate about it, and the fact that I grew up swimming, and it sounds kind of stupid, but at the same time it applies. I grew up swimming year-round on a swim team, 10 years. I was like dedicated. I swam 2 to 3 hours a day the entire year, like huge part of my life. So the fact that that could have never been a thing for me if I didn't have water, like, I mean, like, it's just not something you think about. Even the fact that like there's water bottles all around.
You take it for granted. You don't realize.
Very for granted, and you don't really realize how important it is.
Have you been to Africa? Are you going to go there?
No, but if I hit my goal, I said I would go and help build one of the wells, and it looks like there's a good chance I'm going to do that. So that's very exciting.
That's awesome. We're going to have to see some crazy YouTube and Vine videos from there, right?
I know. I'm excited.
So like on your everyday channel, like what's sort of like your passion of what you do? Because so many people want to do it these days, and like how do you, what are your tips to like actually stand out and be successful?
Why do you want to? No, it's great. I do comedy skits and vlogs, so it's a lot of experience videos having to do with something that's happened to me in my life. So my most recent one, besides the Thirst Project, was about white lies, because I realized I tell a lot of white lies in my life to get around certain things. But yeah, so I do a lot of experience videos, something that's happened to me recently, and I make it into a funny skit with a positive message at the end. And yeah, everyone around me inspires me. Everything in this room is inspiring me right now.
Is there anything about you that your fans don't know? I mean, you put everything out there, but there's got to be something.
You got to keep things secrets, everyone. It's not smoking.
I'm gonna get it out of him.
Smoke and mirrors, everyone. Can't tell you everything. No, they know a vast majority of my life, and that's like perfectly fine. But at the same time, it's nice to keep some things personal. They don't know my middle name. That's one thing I can think about.
Really?
No one knows my middle name. And I literally like to keep it a secret just because
it's either like the coolest middle name on earth, or it's like Mike.
No, it's not a bad name. It's just I think it's funny to keep like that. I know that they don't know that, and that like kills them a little bit.
Interesting.
I'm like, haha, you don't know that. I can keep something a secret. Bye.
And then you have a book that you're doing, right?
I am. I'm working on a book.
So what is this just like about your life?
Secret again. That's another
secret, really?
No, it's a book composed of journals and tweets and general entries about my life and about my past, and it's going to be some sort of a coming-of-age self-help novel guiding people through my life and through my struggles and through different things I've gone through. Not even necessarily struggles, just things I've gone through, and hopefully showing them that everyone goes through very similar things, and hopefully I can help you through them. But also with incorporating visuals and interactive pieces. So it's gonna be, it's just this crazy concept.
I like can do everything. Is there something that you haven't done yet that you want to do?
There's plenty I haven't done. Like, got up before 8 o'clock besides this morning. That's one thing. But
actually, there was a video I watched of yours that you like 25 facts about you or something, and I watched it and I'm like, literally 10 of those are like me. I'm like, I am so not a morning person. You skydived in Australia, right? In New Zealand, I skydived, but I did the Great Barrier Reef.
I mean,
which is so crazy because I'm like the most unadventurous person ever.
Bungee jumping?
I sat in the bungee jump and I didn't do it.
Oh, you didn't do it?
It's the second highest one in the world in New Zealand, and I chickened out.
Oh my God! I did one in California, and it was amazing. I went six times.
6 times?
Yeah, in a row. No one else was waiting. I was like, I'm going again. Bye. Jumps off the bridge.
But do you feel like that's scarier than skydiving or not? Because some people have mixed feelings. You know what I mean?
To be honest, it might have been just because you can see the ground when you're versus skydiving. There was clouds for me, so I couldn't see the ground. Actually, I've gone skydiving twice, but
which you would think would be so much scarier. Like, where is the ground? At least you can see the ground. You know where you're gonna land.
To throw you off out of the plane. Versus bungee jumping, you have to do it all by yourself. No one's gonna push you. That's illegal, I think. Maybe it's not. I tried to get my mom to push me off because that was a whole video concept.
You tried to get your mom to push you off?
It was going to be called Mom Pushes Son Off Bridge, which is not a funny thing, but I was going to try and make it a funny thing.
It's like the most disturbing thing I've ever heard.
Let it happen.
But what's going on from here? I mean, what's your future few years look like to you?
Not here, like after this, like I'm.
Or like after this. We'll start with after this.
Go home and eat some food, and actually I'm going to a Banks concert tonight, which is going to be great.
Nice.
But after this, I'm working on the book, working on the charity project, but hopefully just continuing to branch out and diversify in this vast world of entertainment and everything else that it has to offer. I would love to get my clothes into retail stores, but that's another project for another day.
Well, clearly you're going to be seeing a lot of this guy taking over the world. World domination right here.
Oh, God.
It's a lot of work, but you can do it.
Poor world. That's all I'm going to say.